Welcome to Vibe and Vibes. This is episode 25. This one's interesting because this is actually our last episode to wrap up this first season.
Yay!
We
did
25 episodes and we are here.
I know. I'm enjoying it.
Basically, to wrap up, this episode is basically just going to be a wrap up of the season, what we've talked about, episodes we've had with other guests, and just brief summaries of what we've talked about with them. We're going to give you guys some exciting news at the end of this episode, what you're going to see.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned and watch the ending of it. Basically, to summarize the beginning of this season, I'll basically talk about when we first started coming up with this idea. I remember we started talking about this a year ago. Yep. It was about a year ago. And I remember it's just, being home more, I'm home with Jax more. I wanted something to keep myself busy, and I knew I always wanted to do something similar to this idea. And I love watching podcasts.
Okay.
Even like a hobby now. So that's how it kind of started. Yes. And then towards, I even wrote it down. Let's see, what episode was it that you got into it? It wasn't that. It was with your brother somewhere. Hold on.
Intermission 17.
Okay. So episode 17.
So literally in the middle of the season, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. This is when Kyla came along. Pretty much she's been around this whole time, but made it official.
Yes.
Anywho, we can wrap up and we can start talking about the episodes.
Yes, a nice brief recap. So the first episode was me, you, and Ryan.
Yep, and I actually, so when I was looking through, just because I was curious, I posted this January 21st. It was the first episode. Yep, so it's been about 5 months since we started this.
That's really good. As longer than I thought, too.
Yep. Yep, so that was with you, me, and Ryan, and basically we talked about friendships, hobbies, and college. So I remember we talked about us being in school, graduating, Ryan starting nursing, our friendships and the values of friendships. I remember we talked about honesty, loyalty, just being
good friends. Yes.
Yep. Hobbies. This. I remember I talked about you like to bake. Ryan likes to do nails.
We talked about a lot, and it had a lot of views too for that being your first.
I looked, and it had 251 views for first episode. So, thank you.
The second one was about Ryan and her nursing school, nails and about fear too. I wasn't here for that one, so I really
Yep. So that was just me and Ryan. So that was the beginning of the season. Yep. So me and her talked about her doing nails and how she kind of does it as her side hustle, and now she's getting people monthly. I mean, I even say maybe once a week she's doing people's nails, or she's even doing her own. So good job, Ryan. I remember me and her talked about starting nursing school, and she actually got in, and now she's in the process of it.
She's about to start, and then we're not gonna see her as often, which is okay. But our girl's gonna be on her grind, getting her money, getting her shit straight, and we're so excited for her.
Yes, girl. And we talked about theater. She was a theater girl.
Big drama girl. Big drama.
She still is.
In both ways. Okay.
Episode 3 was with you. We talked about the values of friendship, and I think we probably went more in depth of that. We talked about your baking.
I think this is the one everybody kept like messaging me about because they said it was such a cute one. Like just me and you. And like talking about our friendship and how far we go back and everything. 7th grade, mind you.
Yeah, so a long time.
And to have a real friend after so long, it's very rare. So glad we have each other for
that. Episode 4, me and Justin. We talked about relationships. We talked about going on dates and what we like to do, and hobbies, car shows, fun things like that.
One thing that actually they're always outside.
Yeah, we always outside, even with the baby.
We're always doing something.
I cannot be in this house, even if it's like during the day. No, we always outside.
We try to be outside, but then we get outside and no, we go back.
I'm always finding something to do, even on the weekends. Like I really like it's called Little Guy Detroit. It's like I'm always almost every week or every weekend. I'm always looking on there because they're always posting. Just
one of the
everything.
things I have been seeing is I don't know exactly where it's at, but it's like a giant bounce house. It's huge. It's huge.
No.
Like we could get in there. Yes, I don't know. I can't remember what city it's in, but I keep seeing it all over my Instagram, TikTok, and all that too. So it does look a lot of fun. So we'll definitely have to try that. I know you see you already trying to get outside.
Who else? Oh, we got episode 5. That's with Jimmy. We talked about fatherhood, him being a dad. We talked about relationship values from a men's mindset and how he sees it through his eyes. And I remember we talked about you and him. We talked about family. I remember we talked about him and Shelby and him telling stories about him and Shelby growing up.
Yep, and that led to her coming on the podcast
too. Episode 6. That was with Ryan and Neil, and we did Would You Rather. That was a fun one. Oh my god, I remember the questions we asked.
Yes, that was. They were fun.
Raunchy, dirty, gross. Episode 7. That's with Justin. Me and him. I think that was more. We talked about just like what we did that weekend. Top golf. That was fun, but I suck at that. You ever done top golf?
No, I've never done it. I've always wanted to.
We should do it, and honestly. If there's certain days you go, you get like obviously discounts. But even if we were to go on a weekend, I mean, we would have to book it up. But you split it by hour. You don't split it by like. I mean, you can individually, but say you, me, Jamal, Justin. I mean, that's even 4 right there. You get 2 or 3 other people. Shelby, Ryan, 6 people. You split that. It'll only be maybe 10, 15. So yeah, we should do that. And there's round 1, which is that big mall out there. That's really cool. That's a huge. So that's something we can.
Yes, always trying to be outside. Yeah. I was gonna say I have had the food at Top Golf. As bad as that sounds, it was good as hell. But so food's good. I'm pretty sure I'll have a good time doing that part too.
It's okay. I suck, yeah. So don't worry about me.
You gotta hit it, don't you?
But you want it. The object is there's like certain like big holes you want to get that are lit up. And the amount or the further the distance, obviously the more points that you get. But certain parts in the hole that you hit the ball in, you get a certain amount of points. So it's just the accuracy.
I'll try.
Oh, the episode 8 that was with you. That was Let's Catch Up. I think we were just talking about
just basically just catching up because
going on that
we wouldn't see each other every week because we both have kids and life just be lifing. Yeah. So that was basically us just catching up.
Yeah. Episode 9 was Shelby. Sibling relationships, jobs, and memories. I remember Shelby. Yep, Shelby's talking about her jobs, working at Amazon, working downtown.
Yes.
She's telling me about her and Jamal. Stories about them when they.
God bless their
mama. Episode 10 with Jamel and Shelby. Growing up with a brother. That was a fun one. That was so funny. Were they me cracking up?
I think I was cracking up in the back when all that was happening.
Yeah, no, actually, I think that was the one where we said at the beginning, we have Jamel and Shelby. And then I said we have a live audience, and it was you. Because you can hear you guys in the background of it. What else? Episode 11 with you and Chanel. And she was talking about helping others.
So she works for nonprofits in Detroit as well.
Yeah.
Mainly the ones off of Illinois and stuff like that. And it's like all the Black owned businesses. They help them thrive, basically.
Yeah.
And it's like super cool. And I love that Chanel does this for Detroit. Because I feel like a lot of people shit on Detroit. But Detroit is coming up way more than anybody
They're making
can imagine.
Money. Like, exactly. When we went down there for the NFL draft, it was just the amount.
And they made it so beautiful for that too.
And it really turned out really cool. Like, honestly, when we went down there, we didn't, bring jabs, but there's a lot of people with kids.
And they just redid the train station too. It's not a train station anymore, but it's like a museum.
We want to go see that.
It's so beautiful.
We have to reserve. I think you have to book a reservation. But
yeah. That would be cool. We can all go for that. See, I'll do that.
Okay, we can do that. What else? Episode 12 with you. We talked about summertime fine.
Basically being a baddie on a budget with that too. I kind of remember that one.
Nails, hair,
lashes.
We figured it out.
We always gonna figure it out.
We make that money one day. We're gonna be looking at us like, we did that shit like back in the day.
We did it like with cheap. Yep. Could you imagine when we do have money? We're gonna go crazy.
Hell yeah, I'm going crazy. Episode 13, I was with Ryan. Oh yeah, she was talking about her cruise. The story about the cookies with her sister.
I think I was in the back for that one too.
Yeah. Yeah. And the piano man. Our sisters in the
random.
The piano. Good time. Episode 14. That was with you. Wind down Saturday. What's tea? Oh, that was when you and I did it that Saturday. And you and I said.
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. I do like that one. I thought we should do that one more often.
We can do that one again.
Actually,
that'd be fun.
With one of our guests, he will be bringing some wine. So, stay tuned.
Yep.
Then episode 15 was about the NFL draft weekend.
Yep, that was really cool. That was a lot of fun. Hopefully Detroit will do that again. I mean, it was just like the way they controlled it too. It's just when we go down there, I literally try and picture it every time. Just like it was just crazy how they controlled all the amount of people, but it was
they did that.
And it was free too. I mean, there was stuff obviously if you wanted food and drinks, but like the entrance, you didn't have to pay. That was pretty cool.
We had nobody to watch.
It was a lot of people, so I get why.
And
you guys could have brought him, but
he was just so tiny at the time. Yeah. He was way more tiny. If he was like this size, yeah, definitely. Un moment.
I got you.
Okay, there we go. Because I can't.
I got you. All right. Episode 16. That was with you, Kenya. I hope it. We almost did.
Yes.
Episode 16. That was with you, Kendra. Oh, that's when we talked about the Kendrick vs. Drake diss.
Any beefs and all that stuff
You
too.
see the music video that just came out?
I haven't watched it yet.
Kendrick's wife he has in there, and she's wearing a wife beater.
Oh, okay, I gotta watch
the family and the kids in it and stuff.
I'm gonna watch.
We talked about the Suki versus JT drama. I actually listened to her podcast. That was some real beef. She actually talked about that with Gucci's wife. You know, sometimes
Keisha KR.
Yep. How people be talking about like that fake beef, and obviously you get like money.
That was real.
Oh, and that's when we talked about the exciting news. Let's do that.
Here we are now.
Episode 17 with you and your brother. And that's when we announced it.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite ones.
Yeah.
Honestly.
That's when your brother talked about being with Becca, and he's actually in Chicago.
Yeah, doing his, he's killing it and he's thriving. I'm so excited for him. I'm so proud of him.
Yeah, we talked about college and just honestly everything he's doing right now. Love you, Jalen. Cool dude. Episode 18 with Ryan and you. That's okay. That's okay. Mother's Day. And Ryan wanted to be a part because she is a cat mom.
Yeah.
We support animal mothers. Episode 19 was with Dallas. That was really fun. Shout out
cool.
To Dallas, you my girl.
Yes. We gained a whole new friend.
She's really cool. Really cool person. She talked about being an influencer in social media and just like how you can make an income through social. I mean, a lot. I learned a lot.
And we learned a lot of like behind the scenes type stuff too.
Yeah,
with that comes with really
cool. And just learning about her as a person, like just very humble. Like it's very cool to find people still like that. So you're a good person. Episode 20 is with Tamia and you.
Now that was so much fun. I really like that one too.
You know, sweet Tamia talked about Buc-ee's. You know, my parents went to Buc-ee's. What the
hell?
So they went on that trip they just went on. Yeah. They told me, they were like, yeah, we went to Buc-ee's. I'm like, you went to Buc-ee's?
Why is everybody going but
us? We need to go.
Okay, we're gonna go. Where's the nearest one? Did she say Kentucky or Ohio?
I thought it was Ohio. I swear it's Ohio.
It's not a new one.
It's like Ohio? The border.
Okay.
But I swear, because I remember me and Justin passed it, but that's when we were coming back from Tennessee. Just we were tired. Yes. But they said literally there's like 100 gas pumps, 24 hours. Exactly what Tamia said is how they described it. Said like everything you could think of is in the store. They have fresh like food. They'll make sandwiches.
We dang near could spend a whole day there. Honestly, you can go. I'm down.
Yeah, Buc-ee's.
We're gonna go to Buc-ee's. And Tamia, for us knowing her for so long, 7th grade as well, that was really cool.
We go to Buc-ee's. We'll invite you.
Yes, it was a full circle moment. I loved it.
Yep. And then besides Buc-ee's, she talks about journalism. I remember we talked about her life and what's going on and where she lives. kind of restaurants she talked about.
Yes.
Stuff like that.
We're gonna come visit you. We're coming.
I'm ready. Episode 21 was Paris. That was really, really cool.
Love you,
I learned a lot from you, girl.
Yes.
Fashion. I remember you talked about being a content creator, which is something I like to do. It's one of my hobbies, which is pretty cool.
And then her job.
Yeah,
her job. That basically.
I learned all what she's like the inside of what I do in the outside, which is really cool. So I didn't know that.
And Paris travels a lot, and she's always busy. But I'm so glad she made time for us to come on the podcast. It was so cool.
And she told us about Tokyo, so that was really cool, and showed us pictures.
Yes, she had a great experience. Yes. Makes us want to go, honestly.
No, I do, for real. Episode 22, that was with Dallas. Hey, girl. We did a question and answer Q&A with her. That was pretty cool, and that was really funny.
The boot be booting. I can't say it like her.
Stink booty. You guys stink booty. Hey, stink booty.
Yo, booty stink.
Text her that randomly. Hey, stink booty. Tell her she'll laugh. She'll laugh. Episode 23 with you. We did the Q&A of the podcast. That was fun. That was cool. Episode 24 is with Jasmine. That was last week.
Yes.
Talked about her being a social worker. Yeah, girl. We got
our
nice cups. She gave us these nice cups through JB
so
Resource. So, okay, girl. Her agency.
Yes.
Okay, Jasmine. We talked about being pretty much an entrepreneur and just wanting to own a business, being a business owner as a woman. I mean, a lot of things I learned from you.
Yes, and I love that women support women, and I feel like a lot of this podcast is basically women supporting women.
Yes.
And I love that.
And that's what I'm all for.
That's what we need to do, and we gotta support Black businesses as well.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. I'm all for supporting everyone. At the end of the day, that's good karma, and what comes around goes around. So.
Amen to that.
The energy you put out is energy that will reciprocate.
Yes.
And then episode 25. Here we are.
Yes. Season finale.
Yeah. So basically, next season, it's going to be a continuous. So just, we'll be bringing on special guests.
Yes. We already have a nice lineup already.
Yeah. We already got some people already coming, which is pretty cool. We'll be having some guests that you've seen from the first season, people you've seen in the past.
So a lot of new faces.
Definitely in the future, we'll be in the works. We want to create a new kind of area. We like our little setup we have now, but down the road, we definitely like a studio or just something really cool. We're going to get new microphones. I mean, we're going to have a whole shebang, which is going to be pretty cool.
It's all coming. It's going to come full circle. It's going to be beautiful. Don't even worry.
We already have this happening, which is pretty cool. But yeah, we just made a Facebook page.
Yes, we made a Facebook
Kyla
page.
just did that, which is pretty cool.
Thank you.
Thank you for doing that.
Of course.
So
we're working together.
Like and follow our Facebook page.
Yes.
Vibes Podcast. We have our Instagram page.
Follow
right now.
that too.
Yeah, you can always, if you ever want to reach out, you can reach out to me or Kyla or the page itself.
DM us or call anything. If you guys have our contact, message us, call us, whatever you guys want to do. Come on the podcast. We love all the guests. We need some new faces, some cool experiences, whatever y'all want to talk about. We're all ears and we're ready to hear it.
Yep. I watch podcasts would definitely become my hobby. And as we've gotten older, I feel like you learn so much through listening to them, through watching certain people. You get to know people. And that's where me with podcasts right now, I'm very into, girl podcasts and, business and talking about girl things, but I really love to learn about people through them. So that's a pretty cool experience of bringing people on with us, or even just bringing people on old friends, like Jasmine and Paris I haven't seen in years. Tamia that we see, it's people like that, Paris, I learned so much through Paris, through stuff that I do, the outside work of what she does. I never knew that's how all that stuff works.
I think it's so cool that was a full circle. It was like an epiphany for you. It was poof, and you was like,
because I didn't even
so amazed.
That's
so
what I'm
cool.
saying. It's doing this is really cool. I think it's cool, we're reconnecting with friends or just people in general, making Dallas, making new friends, which I think she's a really cool person. I mean,
she is, and we will be hanging out with her very soon.
Yeah. But it's just doing a podcast, in my opinion, it brings people together, which I think is cool. Especially, when you're busy and you get older. I mean, as you get older, especially friends-wise, it's hard to make time.
Yeah,
it is. And it's especially us, we're moms, we're young. I have a toddler. You have almost a 1-year-old, so it's
hey.
I know. Trust me, mine's almost 2.
That 1-year-old, that was hard to hear.
Oh yeah, I cried almost every day for a week. It was hard, but we're okay. It'll start soon. It will. But it's just like, doing this podcast, it's cool that you and I can still make time.
Yes.
Especially as moms, and this is kind of like our time where it's like
it's our outlet.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool. So we appreciate everyone that's watching us and supporting us, and keep the support coming.
Yes, and please.
Shout us out, subscribe, tell your friends and family to come watch us.
Yes.
One more thing is shout out to Kenzie. She made us a really, really cool introduction video.
I'm so excited for you guys to see it. She killed it.
Yep.
We gave her the concept and we gave her what we wanted, and she killed it. It's so cute.
Yep.
It's so much us. I can't wait for everybody to see it. Yep. Huge shout out to you, Kenzie. Thank you so much.
Yep. And stay tuned. Watch the end of this video, and you guys are gonna see a nice little.
Yes.
Is there anything else? I don't think so. Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you for supporting us and watching the first season. Stay tuned, and next week, first episode of the second season. Watch the end of this episode, and you're gonna see a nice little sneak clip of
our new
introduction. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. Bye.